Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club, bringing you all that's best in the world of jazz. Nice. On this week's show, an act that Wrong Note magazine described as the best of the young British jazz upstarts. Ha, great. It's the James Nance Quartet, with James Nance on Hammond, naturally, Faden Boys on guitar, Sid Bellamy on drums, and Clam on bass, playing the haunting Buddy Freak melody, Desolate Shore, in an inventive new arrangement, where, although it follows the original 32-bar AABA structure, instead of providing a harmonic departure from the A section, the bridge resolves the rising chromatic pattern. Great, wonderful, Desolate Shore. Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club, bringing you the best on the international jazz scene. Great. On this week's show, from Chicago, Donald Strong. Great. Donald has, of course, played trumpet with the Drummond White Band, Cutie Phipps, McCall and Bibley, Late Riser, and Prolapse. Great. But tonight he's with his own band, the Donald Strong Jazz Tendency, and their first number is an old friend, the jazz standard, In a Turquoise Mood. Nice. And for a challenging exercise, try tapping along with the brass's offbeat patterns. Great. In a Turquoise Mood. Great. Welcome once again to Jazz Club, and a departure from recent shows in that this week we're featuring a soloist. Great. The renowned and much admired Yolanda Ayres. Yolanda has recently completed a tour of Malaysia. Not a part of the world normally associated with innovative jazz. Yolanda tells me that whenever she tours, she always takes her 4-month-old daughter with her. Nice. So, here's Yolanda now, with a sideways look at the jazz standard, More Hoopla for My Moopla, Mr. Ticket Man. Wonderful. Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club. Nice. This week, the undisputed king of bebop trumpeting. Trumpet, Piles Hussein. Great. Piles. Piles, with his band, the Jazz Mess, will start by playing the bebop classic Knick Knack No, with the famous chorus in double time, modulating between the keys of B and A flat, and resolving itself in E. Crazy. Nice. Great. Knick Knack No. Yes.
1, 2, 3, go.
Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club. Tonight, Latin jazz. Nice. The Latin American rhythms and innovative instrumentation of South America have brought us many great names. Astrid Gilberto, Tito Puente, Carlos Valderrama, and Dedo Rey. But tonight, perhaps none greater than these, playing live in the studio, Jesus Mendoza con Unidos del Luja. Hello, and welcome to Xmas Jazz Club. Jingle bells. Tonight, we've got the legendary American jazz singer Artie Storm. Nice. Lately, he's been singing with such jazz luminaries as Hornfinger, the Reverend Blow, and of course, the flying wing of jazz, Destiny, will visit all the brothers of Earth, noontime, anytime. Rise up and be counted now and beyond forever. Wunderbar! Tonight, Art is backed by the Warm Phoenix Trio, featuring T.P. Johnson on bass, Pow, and
Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo, Louie, how do you do? Be-dooby-doo-doo-doo-doo. Shabba-doo-ba-boo.
nice. Artie, my old jazz friend, welcome aboard. So, what are you going to sing for us then, Artie?
I'm gonna sweep sing the birds down from the trees. Know what I'm saying? Shabba-doo-bang.
Oh, great. Well, perhaps you'd like to go over to the band and join the band and...
Relax, pay your income tax. I'm gone, man. I'm on the space shuttle. Get over there! Get over there! I'm gone, man. I rest my case. Shabba-doo-boo-boo.
So, here with a jazz-wise look at a Christmas classic, please welcome Artie Storm.
We wish you a sweet-doo-doo-boo-boo.
Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club. Great. Really great. On the show today, Jeffrey Jackson, surely the most innovative force in modern jazz trumpet styling. Nice. Hello, Jackson, and welcome to Jazz Club.
Hello.
Now, tell us, Jackson, what's so special about your approach to jazz?
See what I'm saying, Louis? In the way that I play like, you know, the B-flat trumpet. And she blows a major second below to start out, but with what you might say the standard style. See, what I'm saying is, you take the key of C.
Yeah.
You got the partials of note C there. That's your harmonic series. But that's all you got, man. That's all you got. And you got the C, E, F. You got the notes. And that's all you got, see? You can run up, you can run down, but you can't run sideways. You can't run from the law, Louis, baby. You see what I'm saying? Not me. I'm outside the law. See, what I'm saying is, you got exhalation and you got inhalation. But they're two different things, man. You screw up, you got mutilation. You see what I'm saying?
So, to sum it all up, Jackson.
But I don't blow, I suck.
Great. So, here's Jeffrey Jackson with... what are you going to play for us today, Jackson?
Trumpet.
What tune?
Tune? This is jazz.
Great. Well, inhale away. Jeffrey Jackson. Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club. Nice. Tonight, a jazz neophyte, classical violinist Justin Palmer. Justin has been a lifelong devotee of jazz, and it's always been his dream to break free from the restrictions and constraints of classical music, daddy-o, and fly as free as a bird in the sphere of jazz. Wonderful. He's gathered together some of the greats of contemporary jazz, and his wife, the irritating Chloe Payne. He's called the combo Justin Palmer's Melting Pot, and I'm sure you'll recognize Pips McCall, Boney Gudgeon, Doodles Bronson. Smoking. Unfortunately, the legendary Hornfinger, who was to be playing with them tonight, is riddled with syphilis and self-doubt. So, Clean Air Kennedy has stepped in at the last moment to fill the horn stool. Great! So, Justin, classical deserter and self-proclaimed heroin addict, you've come to jazz. Now play it. Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club. Admirable. Tonight, Jazz Dance. The first UK televised appearance of the Canadian jazz dance group Thrush. Thrust. Trust. Thrusk. Right. We'll be performing their dance work, Inevitable Geometry. Groundbreaking. Their specially composed score by Henri Le Villon, formidable, astonished audiences when it was first performed at Le Festival de Jazz in Quebec. Sacre bleu. So, here are Thrusk. Hi, you've got the best seats in the house. Welcome to Jazz Club. Superb. Jazz is a constantly progressing, constantly evolving musical art form. Ragtime, Dixieland, swing, bebop, cool jazz, fusion, murder, third string, acid dinner jazz, and of course, acabilk. Shite. And tonight, jazz on the cutting edge. Ouch. Tonight, we're in the presence of genius. Well, actually, Genus. Ted Genus, that is, from Milwaukee, with his band Wet Blanket. Ted is famous for his jazz reworkings of classical music pieces. And tonight, he's going to be performing a jazz version of perhaps the most famous piece of modern classical music. Nice. So, here's Ted Genus and Wet Blanket with John Cage's 4.5 minutes. Hello, and welcome back to Jazz Club. Nice. Tonight, dinner jazz. No. We're very pleased to have on the show perhaps the most popular exponent of dinner jazz working in America. Stepney Green with his band, the New Headhunters. Great. It's not the original Headhunters lineup, of course. I mean, how could anyone really replace the late and legendary Charlie the Bulb Robeson? But the new drummer, Mint Green, under the tuition of his brother Soylent, is really quite good. And one day, he'll make a great jazz musician. Great. Really great. So, with the title track from his Crazy Nights and Lazy Days Waxing, here's Stepney Green and the new, not quite as good as the old, Headhunters with Crazy Nights and Lazy Days. Crazy.
Crazy nights, yeah, and lazy days. You make me high in so many ways. Crazy nights and lazy days.
Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club. Cool. On today's show, Britain's own white witch doctor, Jeremy Quee, with his band Kumquat. Right. So, Jeremy, lord of the bright young jazz scene, welcome.
Easy running, Master.
Tell us, Jeremy, what groove are you going to be digging for us here tonight?
Tonight, I'm going to play my new single, which is called Car Pollution Hypocrisy, and it is a vast blend of different musical styles, all lumped together in a huge cooking pot, which is my brain.
Beautiful.
Yes, my father was a Polish, Moroccan, Franco-Austrian Jew, and my mother was and is the wind. Can you hear her on the breeze?
How would you describe your new album, Shakestorm?
It's like a huge magical carpet interwoven with 1,000 musical styles and dreams. Mum! It's gone again.
So if you could categorise it, what sort of type of style of jazz would you categorise it as?
Well, for me, young lion, I would say it was acid skiffle. And now I really must go.
Great. Car pollution. Hypocrisy.
I was walking down the road the other day. I went to a shop, bought myself a little piece of chocolate. When I got outside inside my car, I opened the chocolate and looked at that bar. It had melted away up over my head. I said, "What's this about, man?" I said, "I don't need no melted chocolate on the seats of my Ferrari. It had gone inside my glove compartment, gone inside my head."
Give it a name, brothers and sisters. Simon Rhodes putting the sounds into your head. Tonight, Indie Club brings you Colon, the most talked about new act since Kurt Cobain did some interior decorating with a gun and his brain. Already the corporate whores of the new sick biz are on their backs with their legs wide open, waiting for Colon to show them just how dangerous music can be. Like a one-hand grenade going off in a convent. No one's heard anything like this before. But by Christ, it's loud and it's dangerous. See them tonight at the Dublin Castle. £3.50 on the door or £3 concessions, which is the only concession Colon will ever make because they would rather die than compromise. Everything you know is wrong because Colon are here. Give it up for Colon with Kick in the Sun.
and welcome to Jazz Club. Nice. The jazz world was rocked, or rather jazzed, to its very core this week by the death of Smoke Staxman. Better known in jazz circles, of course, as Trevor Worthington. Tragedy. Trevor's early jazz career was undistinguished, but following his conversion to being a Belgian, he recorded a series of groundbreaking albums. Yowza. Such as Don't Stick Your Finger in the Soup, Sister, if the soup's still on the boil. And Don't Stick Your Finger in the Sister, Mister, if the sister's not on the boil. And of course, Don't Stick Your Finger in the boil if Mister's still on the sister. Brother. His death is a great loss to the world of jazz. Goodbye, Trevor. Blow your horn and enjoy that big jam in the sky. So much for dead jazz. Now on to living jazz. The jazz of today. Contemporary. Or should I say, the jazz of tomorrow.com. As I introduce you to a .combo who go by the unusual name of the Boxwell Heath Archery Club. Let's go meet them. Excuse me, cats. Ah, wow. Look at those bows. Nice to have you on the show. Thank you. So, the Boxwell Heath Archery Club. How did you come by such a distinctive name?
Because we're an archery club from Boxwell Heath.
Humorous. So, would you say then that you play an innovative blend of jazz and archery?
I suppose so. Minus the jazz bit.
So you're just saying you're an archery club then?
Yes, we're just an archery club.
So you're just arch?
Yes.
So what are you doing here?
Well, I'm as bemused as you, Louis. I mean, when we arrived, the fellow who was setting up, he said, just fire your arrows at the instruments there. It'll make as much sense as most of the rubbish we have on here.
Very good, Dylan. Right, well, what are you going to play for us, guys?
I don't know, we thought we'd make it up as we went along.
Great. So, here they are then, the Boxwell Heath Archery Club with their own composition. An improvisation around the theme of target practice. So, guys, fire away.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club. Nice. The world is full of many languages, like French and English. But the language of jazz speaks to all. Biblical. Right, we are the General Council of the United Nations of Jazz. In part 2, we've got Finnish jazz. Brrr. Crazy Trio, Toykeet, are our Nordic Notemeisters, and they'll be playing their track, Vanho Japoika Nice. But first, we're jetting off to Cuba. Embargo. It's the sound of Dr. Howe, playing a track from their album, Retardis. Preposterous. Watch out for King Charles VII on tenor sax.
Si pasaría puñetera, pero voy a casa puñetera. Este voy a ya tiene pinela, este voy a casa puñetera. Este por mambo jambo, este voy a cara, este por mambo, este voy a casa puñetera.
Get rid of those bloody archers.
Can we get him out of the studio, please? This is a diabolical liberty. This is the third band this week. They've come all the way from bloody Cuba.
Nice. And welcome to Jazz Club. Nice. It's great to be here with me, your host, Louis Balfour. And not a lot of people know that. Revelation. Tonight we've got a real right royal jazz treat for you. Tonight appearing on this very stage is the jazz dance group Thrusk. Wonderbra. Yes, now, for those of you who know the jazz antics of Thrusk, there'll be a bit of a disappointment tonight because they're not performing their usual dance, Inevitable Geometry. Sad, I know, but tonight, as a bonus, they've composed a new piece for you called Solid Thought. Great! Really great! Now, the musician who composed the music for Solid Thought, for those of you in the jazz now, will know it's Hubby Bolster, veteran jazz maestro, closet homosexual and heroin addict. Fruity. And Hubby has assembled a fantastic lineup of musicians to play on this particular piece. Among them, Peaches Dixon. Oh, yeah. Bobby the Gimp Haslam. Rusty Water. Thank you. Kaiser Soze on congas. George Dawes on drums. Cue ball. And of course, the ever omnipresent Clam on bass. Fretless. So, without much more of ado, let's welcome on stage, performing one of the many dances from their forthcoming video. People actually paid to see this. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, would you meet and greet the jazz gymnastics of the one, the only, Thrusk. Great.